Everybody, welcome to the next episode of Jedi vs. Society.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
Guys.
Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
Guys, can we get through this? You're interrupting, and I know that proves the point of this episode of rude people, but can we just get through this? Alright, roll the opener. This episode we are going to talk about how, as a Jedi, you deal with rude people.
What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can you be on a council and not be a master?
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Or unprofessional people, or people who will bring you down or insult you when you're trying to just do your job, right? We are talking about all these things. I'm taking three questions in one, just throwing them together here, because I feel ultimately it comes down to one thing, and it's what we're always going to say, but this topic specifically, be a Jedi. And that is the meat of this specific question, this specific topic, because ultimately you have to realize you do not control anything outside of how you approach life, the way that you go through it. Now, we all have things that we have to contend with ourselves, our own personal issues, our own personal challenges, our own personal traumas and things of that nature that we have to work through. But ultimately, how we do so, how we move forward, how we go through things, that is on us and how we choose to do that. Now, if you're watching this video, it's because you choose to do that as a Jedi. That answer, some of you are probably like, well, that answer applies to every single question out there, but when you're dealing with rude or unprofessional people or anything of that nature, you gotta remember, like, there's people out there too that have their own everybody's got their own stuff they're working to, but there's some people who have their own damage and they use it for hostility, or they find it entertaining to get emotional reactions out of people. We normally call these people trolls because they're looking to be disruptive just because it brings something to them, right? It helps their ego. Now, in your own ego, because Jedi have egos, we are not a destroy your ego kind of path. That's not healthy. That's not what we're talking about. Your own ego, you have to recognize when you're reacting out of an elevated sense of self. You can't control what someone says. You can't control what they say about you. You can't control any of that. You can't control whether or not people believe it, right? You can't control any of this. This kind of goes to the reputation thing that we've talked about in the situational Jedi. This is something you have no control of. All you can really control is yourself and how you process through life and how you act and how you respond. People will be changed by your example, right? So you have to be a Jedi. You have to be that person that focuses on your work, that focuses through that. And you have to know when to walk away, or the equivalent of that, when to drop the conversation, when to wash your hands of it, when to realize you've said all you've said, you've done all you can do. Right? There's nothing else more that can be done or said. So you have to recognize when you've brought everything you can to the table, when you've explained yourself enough, right? You have to realize where to say, and no one can tell you where that is. You just kind of have to go through the Jedi materials and yourself, sit down with it, kind of reflect. Use the Jedi method. What's the Jedi intent here? What's the Jedi action? You're going to come to that Jedi outcome, hopefully, right? So you just have to work through it. You just have to work through it as a Jedi. Just take a step back if you need to, but also say you have a bad day. Say it doesn't go according to plan. Say someone's really getting to you and they did get to you and you did not respond as a Jedi. It happens. It happens to everybody. It's gonna happen again in the future. There's no magical fix there. What you do is you sit with it. What could I have done as a Jedi? What could I have done better? What did I do well? Don't just tear yourself down. Acknowledge what you did well at the same time. And it's gonna help you. Like, you just reflect, you meditate, you move forward, you act with that intent, with that Jedi intent, and with the Jedi action in mind. Patience, diplomacy. All you can do is approach these people as a Jedi. That's it. Don't worry about how they live their life. Be the example and be the Jedi. That's all you can do. And I know that's not as, it doesn't feel as rewarding. It doesn't feel like something is resolved, right? Like, it doesn't feel like that's a resolution or a solution per se, because like you still have to deal with it day in, day out, right? But communicate. That's part of being a Jedi too. Again, this isn't just about ignoring them and going about your business as a Jedi. Being a Jedi is about communication. It's about diplomacy. So you can talk to these people. You could say, like, here's the thing. This is where I'm coming from. This is what I'd like to do. Now, what they do with that after that, that's on them. That's on them. And you have to work with that. So if we're going to sum up this video real quick, this is what it comes down to, right? Be a Jedi. I know. All encompassing. Use that Jedi method, okay? But you're going to communicate. You're going to be patient. You're going to have some understanding here. And then most of all, you're going to just move forward as a Jedi. Walk away, whatever equivalent you can in your situation, and just allow things to be as they are. You know, just acceptance is peace, you know. And again, doesn't always feel like a resolution, but all you can do is be a Jedi. Use your Jedi intent to create Jedi action and to get that Jedi outcome. That's all you can do. That's it. It's not even, I mean, so I wish you the best of luck, Jedi. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comments below. If you have more questions for Jedi vs. Society, you can leave those in the comments below. You know where the buttons are. May the Force be with you.
We like to think we have some form of control still, making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly. Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which burger to eat. What does it matter, man?